Stank. We're ready for you.
Where's Hooper Stank?
Philip, get your chair.
Here he is. Hoop.
We have a representative of White Swan Coffee.
Lab.
I have to
David
say, I do
Big
love your
Swan
coffee.
Rudibaugh.
It's very good. I knew I recognized you from somewhere. It all is making sense now.
There's
up
a
the good
lot
work.
of
Now
new
you
coffee
know.
in Evansville, but you are a force to be reckoned with.
Thanks, man.
She was talking to Phil.
I know.
Philip, you are a force to be
There's a
reckoned
lot of
with.
coffee in Evansville, but Philip is a force to be reckoned with.
And
Hooper
I
Stank.
want to apologize to everyone out there who has been shopping for blazers and they are all sold out.
Hold on. I want to.
Philip has bought them all.
I want to comment not on the blazer,
I
but on
almost
the
wore
T-shirt
jeans.
blazer combo that never goes out of style with this man.
Yes.
No, every time I've ever seen you, ever.
Right, T-shirt blazer.
I see you in a swimming pool wearing that.
He's like a nerdy Don Johnson.
That's good. That's
Donald
a good one.
Johnson.
Talk over.
Donald.
I prefer Donald.
Donald R. Johnson.
I prefer Donald.
Hey, why do you not roll up the sleeves though?
That's just not my thing.
It's
On
cold.
full disclosure,
It's cold.
it's
It
been
is.
about a decade. I think it's 11 years since I started wearing graphic tees and blazers. And I did it for a skit that my old department in Indianapolis was participating in, and I was supposed to be Ryan Seacrest. So I Google image searched Ryan
Has he been
Seacrest
famous for 11 years?
and found that
Yep.
in 2006, Ryan Seacrest apparently wore a lot of graphic tees and blazers, and I was like, that's kind of a cool idea and pretty simple to mimic. So I dressed up as Ryan Seacrest for this event, and everyone was like, yeah, that looks good on you. And I was like, yeah, it kind of feels right, and I just kept doing it.
So you're a Ryan Seacrest cosplay.
I don't know what that cosplay means,
Yes.
but basically, I'm
Yes.
not
Just happened.
original. I'm not claiming to be original. I'm literally claiming that I took this idea
You know what?
from Ryan Seacrest
You know what?
He
in the
took
year
it from somebody else.
2006.
Can I just say that Philip
And now
Hooper?
you own it.
Can I just say that Philip Hooper copying Ryan Seacrest is the most Philip Hooper thing I've ever heard in my life?
I don't.
I mean, if it works, you know.
I like the
That
idea
is-
that anybody dresses up in a costume and says, "This is my new look forever."
Hey,
me, you know?
Hey,
Do
I'm
you
not
wear
gonna lie.
socks?
Maybe.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. The only thing missing
Hagrid.
is him dropping the Hooper out.
Hooper Stank.
Yeah, I don't
Hooper
do
out.
that. I don't really do that though. That
I know
just didn't
that's
feel right.
The only thing left
It
that
didn't
you've
feel
got
right.
You don't
covered.
carry a microphone like we do.
It's probably-
You
says-
could come up with your own catchphrase.
And it's
I'm not lying. We showed up to both work on a habitat build, and he was wearing that. We poured
then-
foundation, and he was in a blazer and a damn graphic T-shirt.
But in contrast, we have Arkansas Dave Rudibaugh, who dresses like a
Arkansas
90-year-old
Dave.
man who's never warm.
Big Swan.
Seriously.
That is true.
I almost wore my Amish hat to complete the effect.
I bet you have a blanket on the side of your chair.
You know, he's
Why?
got one of those.
I bet
he's got
he
one
has
of those fire things.
Why do you ask?
He has a mouse who
I mean,
lives
we
in
might
his
have two in our
beard,
home.
who's his best friend.
Hey, no one's judging.
Kendra, bring me
One
my
upstairs
slippers.
and downstairs.
No one's judging. They're very efficient. They're
It's very
efficient.
brisk.
It is brisk.
these
outside.
old
You've lost
homes.
control, Jason.
All right.
Well, it's a
All
good
right.
thing I'm going to fight you as a redneck because rednecks
whoa,
always have
Philip.
boot warmers
Philip,
and
you're
glove
ahead of the game.
warmers.
there's protocol, apparently.
Oh, I just
Hey,
broke
we're
the
here to
rules.
SuperFight.
All right, here we go.
All
Disqualified.
right, super fight. You've
That was a,
pre-selected.
what's it called? A segue too soon.
Yeah. Well, I'll cut it out in post.
Premature
It's fine.
segulation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now it's back in the episode.
The wordsmith.
It got right back in the episode thanks to you.
Way to save it, Big Tuna. Salmon. Big salmon.
I'm
Thanks,
sorry.
everybody.
Fish, I don't
Flip
know.
ourselves. Thank you.
I'm sorry that I ruined Christmas.
Big.
Cosplaying as Big Bill Parcells today.
Okay, so super fight.
Super
Surprise.
fight. We have the two champions of Evansville in life fighting each other to be the champion of super fight. We have David Rudibaugh versus Philip Hooper.
Is this like McGregor Mayfield?
This is McGregor
Mayweather?
Mayweather all
Mayweather?
over again.
Which one of
they
you
have
is-
pre-selected cards, so their characters and everything is ready to go, and we're going to vote. We're all going to
So
vote.
essentially, you'll tell us your character.
Yes.
Then you'll tell us the fighting characteristics that they have.
Yes.
Then we'll go.
We'll
flip
be able
see who
to
goes
ask
first.
questions.
Yeah.
of you.
Okay.
So who are your characters? You
Well, I
go
just
first
wanna
'cause
say-
we have an idea.
Well, I just want to say what a formidable opponent I've got tonight. It's an honor to fight against Dave Rudibaugh. He's a creative genius. He's an artisanal
Let's get the niceties
man.
out of the way
And
now.
Hey,
it's going
Conor
to be a hard
McGregor,
fight.
you are not.
I-
Conor
It's gonna be a hard
McGregor,
fight.
you are not.
I mean,
not
the
selling
civic
the fight.
mastermind that sits to my left is a foe which the world has nary seen.
Hey, guys,
I trembled when I learned of my opponent.
compliments are
Okay.
not wanted right now.
I would say I was trying to trailblaze, but he was blazering the trail before me.
Wow.
The first fight has already been won by
Welcome
Mr.
to the mind
Rudibaugh.
game.
All right, so what are your actual fighters?
All right, so I have never played this game before. It's really exciting.
It's that card.
It's called SuperFight. And can you buy this on like Amazon or like Target?
We
You
made
can
it
just
on the
Target?
internets.
Or is there a local option that we can purchase
You can
it
do
at?
that as well.
Just write it on note cards.
All right. So this game is called
The
SuperFight.
Burtons are selling individual
Speaking of
cards.
redneck,
And my fighter
All right.
today for this battle is going to be a redneck.
A redneck.
a redneck.
Red neck.
And then Rudibaugh, your fighter is...
I happened upon an invincible fighter, Chuck Norris.
Dude, Chuck Norris, done.
Norris.
It's over. This is
Done.
going to be so easy. Chuck
Zero
Norris.
books.
You never know.
Is
You
it-
never know.
is this
Hold on,
a
is it 2008?
Whoa.
You never know.
Man.
King of
found
all
weaknesses.
rednecks.
Hey,
Chuck
guys.
Norris
I
is
mean-
no match
Hey,
for a
guys,
redneck.
Philip, I'm sorry. There are volumes of books about the things that Chuck Norris has
You
done
just
to
like his
people.
politics. Get out of here.
I have no idea what his politics
Redneck.
are. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
books don't scare
The
me.
attributes are
What
not
are your
in there.
redneck
You never know.
attributes?
You never know.
Better
So
hope
is
you
this
have
what-
laser beams.
One at a time?
No, he's going to read both his, then he'll read both of his.
So I'm supposed to
Tell us what
not
those
yet
say.
persuade you
flying
why
trailer.
redneck
Yeah, you're
would
not
beat Chuck
arguing
Norris.
yet.
Right.
Persuasion is not happening.
We're just laying the ground.
So my redneck is figuratively on fire and literally on fire.
figuratively and literally on fire.
And also is supplied with a catapult and unlimited livestock.
Wow.
Wow.
So
See?
Chuck Norris is a goner.
Did you say livestock?
Yes.
Now,
my
Chuck Norris
redneck,
is-
who's figuratively and literally on fire, is armed
sorry.
with a catapult and
I'm sorry.
unlimited livestock.
A
Okay.
lit up goat
Chuck
is not
Norris has
beating Chuck
what?
Norris.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Now, it's not.
Chuck Norris with 3-foot fingernails.
Hold on.
Boom.
And
Dude,
Also,
not even phasing me.
Chuck Norris that explodes if he stops moving.
This is over.
Do you think any flaming livestock will touch him?
Chuck is such a
Never.
goner.
I
Chuck
feel
is
like
such a goner.
I feel like I just got a goat-laden grill out. Is what happened.
right,
Chuck
now-
Norris is so popular.
okay, so now Jason.
Yeah,
so
we have so the arguments are not based on what we think, or our decision is not based on what we think would happen right now. Our decision is based upon your arguments. You have to persuade us. So it's if I already have,
You have a jury of 5.
If I have a love for rednecks,
Right.
means nothing right now because
Sure.
it's up to you guys.
It's a popularity contest.
So Laura, who do you
That's
want to
not
go
true.
first?
Who should go first?
Yeah.
I think that the rednecks have a disadvantage, so maybe they should go first.
Okay.
You know, I would take offense to that, but rednecks don't take offense easily, so I'm not worried. You know, rednecks don't waste time
Hold on.
being all mamby-pamby about
Hey,
stuff.
You
What?
two had better
What?
television
Hey, who's interrupting
networks.
me? What?
In fairness, when Chuck Norris was born, he drove his mother home from the hospital. You got a lot of work to do, Holmes.
I couldn't
Just
hear
saying.
that. But if you've ever, I don't know if you've ever hung out with a redneck, if you've ever socialized with a redneck, dined with a redneck, hunted with a redneck, but rednecks are the most resourceful people in America. A redneck can make a deer stand out of used pickup truck parts. They can make a water filtration system on a river camp made out of empty fuel canister and a dock out of used parts from the local volunteer fire department. And if you want to make somebody mad, you best never make a redneck mad, especially one that's armed with a catapult with unlimited livestock who are on fire. So I'm really not too worried about this. I think my first statement, this might be my last, maybe that's good enough, but I really think that the resourcefulness, the pull yourself up by the bootstraps mentality, they will not go down, and some elitist formally trained fighter with fancy snakeskin boots is not going to scare a redneck who's figuratively and literally on fire and armed with a catapult of unlimited livestock. It's over, Chuck.
The burning
Throw
cows.
in your towel that you're still emotionally disappointed that Bruce Lee didn't live long enough for you to fight more. It's over, Chuck. Give it up. You know, Texas Ranger was a great TV show. But I am a redneck who is figuratively and literally on fire, armed with a catapult with unlimited livestock.
Mic drop.
Dude,
Don't drop the mic.
dude, that was strong.
Wow.
You got some more.
Meanwhile, Chuck Norris hasn't stopped moving because he would explode. Now keep in mind, the redneck sleeps till the crack of noon. Wrong. Meanwhile, Chuck is running circles around him with his 3-foot fingernails, chopping up livestock, which he eats raw,
But they're on fire, so they're instantly cooking.
whilst kicking the redneck around the floor. I think we're done.
Penalty points. Dropping the mic. That's real money.
All right. Do we all get to ask questions at this point?
Anyone that has questions may ask them at this point.
Are you setting the livestock on fire?
Both figuratively and literally, yes.
And wait for the PETA calls immediately.
Hi there, Josh. Josh Petrowski, Food 812.
Josh, thanks for being here.
To what temperature do you cook the livestock once you set them on fire before you fling them? I mean, are we talking rare beef? Are we talking medium? Are we talking...
I think there's
Yeah.
still ablaze.
Well,
Okay. Flame kissed?
yeah, no, we're talking probably medium rare to medium. I mean, anything more
They're
is
still
just a
mooing,
little
right?
Now-
too wussy for me.
now, in fairness-
but depending on your cut of where the cut's coming from, you might want the medium heat to really marbleize some of the ribeye fat and things like that. So that's really important. But I still want to make a point of order. If you've ever hung out with a redneck, they get up at the ass crack of dawn. And they're on their tractor, they're farming. They get up early so they can come home and work on their hobbies and their four-wheelers and their
I can
tractors.
tell you, this is already more interesting than Corey's
They don't sleep
internet
until
search
noon,
history.
okay? They don't sleep until noon. And the entire middle America is insulted by that ignorant comment.
Hey,
I do have a question for Chuck
Hold
Norris.
on. I have
Do
a
you harbor bacteria under those fingernails? So like long-term death?
Because of the rapid pace of movement, no bacteria has a chance, especially as it slices through flaming livestock.
It sterilizes it. The
I
fire.
have a
Absolutely
follow-up.
sterilize
Justin
it.
Grainer, Politics Aside podcast. We have seen a rash of PETA frames on Facebook. How do you react to PETA having very visceral reactions to you lighting your livestock on fire?
He's on fire. He doesn't have time to think about that.
Yeah,
because there is a liberal movement out there that is mad at you because you are lighting
all right,
your
calm down.
livestock on fire.
To play devil's
So be
advocate
it.
here, I do
I
think
got to channel Littlefinger
Be it.
right now.
that explained the figurative on fireness of our redneck. I mean, we know he's literally on fire, but the angst towards him might be the explanation for the figurative fire.
Jason,
Is that also what's keeping you from stopping?
Jason Burton,
I can't
Evansville
stop, won't
Podcast.
stop.
Hold on. Jason Burton, Evansville Podcast. Are these locally sourced livestock?
We'll get our livestock from wherever. We don't really discriminate, you know.
Are they free range?
Like I said, free range.
Do they have college education?
Free range, no range. We'll take any livestock because this is a battle. And those fingernails are fine because I'm back.
This is a battle.
I'm back from the safe distance of catapult range, so I'm totally cool.
Do they sign waivers?
What's that?
Do the livestock sign waivers?
No, they don't know how to read or write.
I got a question for Chuck Norris here. So, how does it help you that you can't stop moving?
Well, the reality is he's Chuck freaking Norris, right? So because I
Norris
can't stop moving,
won a staring contest.
what we
with the
have
Sun.
here is a volatile, explosive, literally, weapon of mass destruction with 3-foot blades on each finger. We're talking 10 swords on 2 hands. Look out, kids. He's coming for you. And
Dean,
because he
look out,
can't
Dean.
stop moving and he's Chuck
All right.
Norris, catapult range means nothing. He's going to be there and back and cut that catapult to piece.
Brief
But
question.
why would you warn kids? You're not fighting kids. You're fighting the redneck who's figuratively on fire.
Abby and I aren't going to have
bring
kids. Stop
into
asking
this.
us, Dad.
Kids.
I'm not launching my catapult at kids. I'm launching my
very
catapult at
passionate.
Chuck Norris.
This is escalating
Norris.
quickly.
All right.
Final question.
Passions
anyone?
are flaring.
I think I'm satisfied.
Satisfied?
I think I am. Jason, you're
Everyone
up.
voting? Ready to vote?
This is going to
Yes.
be tough.
All right, those in favor of the redneck, raise their hand.
Wait, that's really good for podcasts.
Wait, what are we doing?
No, I'll count it off.
All right, what are we doing then?
Redneck.
Raise
Hold on. We're gonna
say-
do it. Hold on. I'm gonna interject a little Robert's Rules
You
of Order.
went there really quick. I was nervous.
I'm gonna interject a little Robert's Rules of Order as the politics guy. All those in favor of the redneck, say aye.
Aye.
All those.
Corey, she keeps
all
strutting
those,
that by you right here. I think she wants some of that.
I think we have one aye for
Maybe two.
for the redneck.
Maybe.
Well, we had one.
There's
we had
one.
one.
There's
yeah,
one out there.
that
I don't know
ran
if that
by.
counts or not.
All
Doesn't
those in
count.
favor
Very
of
loud.
Chuck Norris, say aye.
Aye.
It was the crack of. It was the crack of news.
I
was
think
the crack
you know
of
what it
news.
was for me.
I believe
the
Chuck Norris
bootstraps.
wins.
I think you got me with the bootstraps.
the
The
attack
catapult-
will come at dawn.
Unbelievable.
So
Moving all
Rudibaugh
the time.
wins.
Can I say one thing briefly before we close? My reasoning was that Chuck Norris has to keep moving, otherwise he explodes. That's
not a good thing.
Your character is on fire, but has no skill set that shows he's impervious to fire. So that as he perpetually moves,
You're afraid my
you
redneck
will
is melting?
eventually melt to the bone and die.
Yes.
And that's the only reason why.
That is way too literal, but I
love
appreciate your perspective.
Yeah, that's why I picked.
That is
You
the
did a great
closest
job. I
Chuck
just want you
Norris
to know.
has ever
Yeah.
come to being beat.
It's true,
Hey.
and it's true. That is the closest Chuck
I
Norris has ever been.
I
beat.
thought him picking explodes when he moves, it was going to do him in, and then I thought real hard about that. I'm like,
Actually-
no, he's going to melt like an ice cream
Because
cone.
he's Chuck Norris. Anybody else, that would be to his deficit.
I think
Yeah, like
what
Mother
Because
Teresa.
he's Chuck Norris.
I think
he
what
can't
hurts
stop
Chuck
moving.
Norris
She's
is
super
the
old.
3-foot fingernails.
Hey,
Once you get past,
Real
say,
quick.
like 7-8 inches, they're just kind of soft and wobbly.
Kick.
I just want to congratulate you guys on alienating all of Middle America, basically, for not believing in them over
I
an
can't believe you just called Middle
an
America
elitist trained
rednecks.
fighter.
Rednecks don't have iPhone.
Actually,
America.
another contributing factor, this is a fun fact. My uncle from Ohio, who passed away a few years ago, he actually fought Chuck Norris in a karate competition in the 70s.
And that's why he passed away a few years ago.
Exactly. Because Chuck Norris. Pretty intense. Yeah, he was in a
Christine?
cheap 70s kung fu movie.
That's fantastic.
That corduroy or
amazing.
whatever sweater this is makes it look like you passed away a few years ago.
I love you. And you know what? I appreciate ageism. And that's why I try to I'm trying to assimilate with the elderly here. And I don't think ageism's really that cute.
Well, we're glad you came, so go get warm.
I feel good.
he is warm
I'm
because he's
quite warm,
wearing a
thank you.
Sherpa's back
Cheers.
on his back.
All right, thank you guys
Go
for
right
doing
your
this.
will.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
Thank you.
It was an epic battle that lived up to the hype, I do believe. Now get out of here.
In the eyes of a ranger, the unsuspecting stranger had better know the truth of wrong from right. 'Cause the eyes of the ranger are upon you. Any wrong you do, he's gonna see. When you're in Texas, look behind you. 'Cause that's where the ranger's gonna be.
Good job, everybody.